What's up, Facebook, internet world? It's your boy Jigga Carr, certified high performance coach. What's up? What's up? What's up? We're here with another late night live. So it is late night live right here in the city. I'm here in Memphis in the man cave, but I've been super excited because we've gotten a chance to be able to chat with some amazing people who are finalists in our Limitless Challenge. And so I got to introduce a guy that I have known. I told him since high school, and so that feels like the Middle Ages now for as long as we've been around and everything like that. But he does an amazing job, and I wanted to get a chance for him to be able to share with you. The reason why I'm staring at my phone right now is I'm just trying to make sure that we are live, and we are live. I see it here in front of me now as well too, so that's good to be able to do it. I want to introduce you to Roosevelt Simmons. Roosevelt, what's going on, man?
Man, what's up, Ojinga? All is well. How you doing, man?
Doing really, really good, man. It's exciting to get a chance to talk with you and really just kind of talk about, first of all, congratulations for making it into the top 5. We had dozens of entries into this event. And so I'm just excited about the people who have made it and what it is that they've been able to share. And you talked about impact with that, which is something that's super important to me. So tell me about Impact You and what you're doing. Tell me about your story and how you came to this moment.
Wow, man. It's so first of all, let me say thank you again for the opportunity to kind of be present tonight and kind of share my story, but also thank you for the opportunity to be a part of the Limitless Challenge. For me, and I've said this time and time again, raised in a good Christian home, and matriculated through the Little Rock School District, went to college at Henderson State. But as far as Impact You, from as early as I can remember, I've always wanted to make a difference in the lives of people. In fact, I shared with some other people that my mission statement was to positively impact the lives of other people to the degree that their life is enriched once we leave each other's presence. And so what started off, and my wife and I, we kid about this, what started off is just kind of an email address many years ago, evolved into me really motivating people and challenging them. In fact, that's what Impact You stands for, MPACTU. It stands for motivating people and challenging them unequivocally. And for me, it's really about helping people get to the next level, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, and of course, personally. So it's been a long journey, but I'm excited about where I am now, and I'm excited to continue to impact the lives of people that I come in contact with.
Wow. I mean, I talked to, we lost contact since college. I mean, we're Facebook friends, you're Facebook friends with a lot of people. But when I just started seeing kind of the stuff it was that you were doing out there, I wanted to make sure that you got a chance to enter into this challenge, because I just see the amazing impact that you're actually having out here in the world. So who is it that you really look to work with? Who is it that, who's your target of people that you really want to have that impact with?
It's interesting you asked me that question, because one of the people I like to listen to, because I listen to a lot of motivational speakers, coaches, consultants, is Dr. Eric Thomas. They call him the hip hop preacher.
Hip hop preacher, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I love to listen to his podcast, but I was listening to one actually this evening. It was from years ago, and one of the things he talked about having a target audience and not just being able to motivate people, but what is it you want them to walk away with, later that day, a week from that day, a month from that day. And so as I was walking around the neighborhood, I started thinking that really the target audience for me is that 18 to 35-year-old age group. I know that's kind of a 17 gap, but the reason why is because when I consider my own life and I think about all of the things that I've been through, from 18 to 35, really in college, that's when my life kind of got off the rails. Parents loved me, had a supportive system, but I just kind of started doing some stuff that was out of character for me. And so if I have an opportunity to pour into that age group, and then even as I got older, just the other things that I had to struggle with myself personally, I think if I have an opportunity to reach that age group, if I have an opportunity to speak to them, to motivate them, to challenge them, then I think that I will ultimately be fulfilling my life's purpose, which is motivating people in a major way.
Wow. So speak to that. You went through some things. What are some things that like what's one thing that you feel like that going through the struggles of that age group? Because I mean, I recognize that that was a time where I stopped playing football and I was trying to figure out my life. And you get into the real world and all those different things that happen, right? And so I recognize that, and with that, and like and so many people get older chronologically, but never actually grow with that and do so.
Absolutely.
So tell me about that. Tell me about like what was that? What was it like for you to be able to kind of push through that and to get to the next level where you are now?
Well, I will say it like this. What I struggled with during those years and even later was what I like to call authenticity over acceptance. I was more concerned about being accepted. For example, and I tell the story all the time, when I was in college, I never really, growing up in a home, I didn't curse just because, I mean, my parents were very conservative. When I got to college, I was with some of the guys playing ball or whatever, and we were in a dorm, and I called myself cussing, and one of the guys looked at me, was like, yo, like, what you doing? Like, you don't even sound right. And so I stopped. And so
right.
thing that I struggle with more than anything, I like people, but I want to be liked by people. Myself doing things, saying things, going places, hanging around certain groups of people for the acceptance as opposed to living an authentic life. And so now where I am now is that I've just discovered, you know what? You're going to have to like me for who I am. I'm going to live an authentic life. I'm not going to I'm not going to hide behind my struggles. I mean, you don't have to know everything, but just know that I've gone through some things, and I'm able to know who I am at my core, and not be concerned about, oh, well, I thought he was a preacher. I thought he was doing this. He's not dotting his I's and crossing his T's. That's fine. It's as my wife likes to say, it's just real and raw me, just the real authentic me.
That is. And man, authenticity is really just like something that is so important. And so if you got a question about how to be more authentic, we have quite a few people who are on tonight. If you have a question about how to be more authentic, drop it in the comments. I'd love to be able to answer that as far as, and allow Roosevelt to be able to answer that about like how it is that you are and that you have a bigger and a better authentic impact in your life, because that's what it really is about. It's about how it is that we create that and then we do that. Drop a hashtag Team Crushing in our comments as well too. If you're watching this live, if you're on the replay, drop a hashtag replay. I love being able to talk to people who are aligned with what it is that we do. And so that's the thing with one of the reasons that I'm sure our judges really, because let me be clear, I did not judge the contest because I know people personally and everything with that. So we got blind judges who Joe didn't know anybody in the contest to be able to do it, and that was really great. And one of the things with the contest, with the challenges, it was about, can you teach something? Can you teach a concept? And so when you think about that concept of being able to figure out how it is that we can be more impactful, what's one of the ways that you think, like, what is a concept of how it is that we can really find that authenticity and then also have that better impact?
Well, I think really it starts with acknowledging who you are at your core. I think, much of what we do in life, we have to go back to who we actually are. Because if you don't know who you are, then you'll constantly chase this shadow. You'll constantly chase this figure that everybody wants you to become. So I think, first of all, it begins with acknowledging who you are, acknowledging not only who you are, but acknowledging your shortcomings. Because oftentimes nobody likes to talk about the struggle, right? Like, everybody likes to talk about the successes. Everybody likes to talk about the victories. That's cool. But what I have learned, and it's certainly not, it didn't originate with me, but what I've just learned is that you certainly learn more from your struggles, from the things that you've had to grind through than you do your victories. So I would say acknowledging who you are. But I think also, if you're wanting to be your authentic self and have a bigger impact, not only does there's this acknowledgement of yourself, but I also think that there has to be a transformation that takes place. Like I'm acknowledging, okay, this is who I am. Like, but if I want to move beyond this idea of acceptance, but I want to be authentic, that it takes a mental transformation. I've said to so many people that one of the biggest reasons why we lose out here is because we've lost it up here. If you don't have a clear picture of who it is that you are, if you don't have a clear picture of where you need to go, then you'll constantly be spinning your wheels in the mud. So I think you acknowledge who you are. I think you have this mental clarity or this mental transformation. And then finally, I think you just have to act on it, right? I think you just have to act on it. Nike said, just do it. But I'm saying like, yo, act on it. Like instead of constantly talking about what I need to do this. Well, I should do this. Well, what if I did this? You know, this is a good idea. And if you never put any feet to what you have said, then you'll be in the same place this time next year as you are right now. You've got to act on it.
Wow. That's huge. That's big. Knowing how to act on it to be able to go forward with it. That is so, so important. So I appreciate the shares. There's been tons of shares of this live. Let's talk about this Limitless Challenge contest. Here's what it is that Roosevelt is up for. It's $11,000 in cash and prizes. All right. It's $1,000 in cash. That's it, right? And then $10,000 coaching program where we build a course. And so it's not like we're just going to hand you over and say, okay, well, go build a course and figure it out. What we do is that we work arm in arm together and work and say, okay, now we're going to create a course and create something that we look for to be able to transcend time. That's what it is we look to be able to do. Can we create something that we can do now that'll still be fresh 5 years from now, that people will still be able to take? And the things that you're talking about are truisms that are so important and so big with that in order to create it. Then plus, you will be featured on my live event that's coming up next weekend, October 23rd and 24th, the Limitless Live event, where we're really teaching experts on how it is that you take advantage of your expert space. And so all of that. So how do you help Roosevelt get there? What you do is you click on the link that is in this video right now. You see it is a Facebook link that I clicked. That is the post. And you vote for him by sharing, liking, or commenting on the post. You can do all three. You can like it, you can share it, and comment it. Do it all as far as that, whatever you'd like to do. You can do that as many times as you'd like to. It's not just, oh, well, you do it once or whatever, you do so. And what we're doing that for is that we've got 5 amazing people who have 5 great stories and what it is they're telling and how they're doing that. And we want people to be able to, we need leadership more than anything right now. And so what I'm looking for and what we found in these 5 people are amazing leaders. Roosevelt, I just really appreciate you being here and being a part of what we're doing. I appreciate what it is that you are sharing and the light that you're sharing on the world.
Thank you, sir. Let me say once again, I appreciate you and give me the opportunity to speak to your audience tonight. So I'm excited about what is to come. And more than anything, yeah, $1,000, that's great. But it's the $10,000 worth of product assistance and the pack, all of that. That's what I'm really amped up about.
Absolutely. Well, that's a big thing. I mean, what we do is we take people's visions and go and take it and make it real and create it and make it happen. That's what it is for us to be able to figure out how do we take that vision and make it real and also something that they can put out into the world and that the world can take in. But then also, like I said all the time, look, you as experts will find ourselves kind of laying on the cross and saying, I just want to help people. I don't want to be able to profit from that. And look, that is great to think that way. But as I say, I work for funds, not just for fun. Okay?
Not just for fun.
I tried recently to go give, before the pandemic, to go give my son, because like I said, Roosevelt and I were laughing, I'm really smart. I have a 25-year-old and I have a 5-year-old. So I'm really, really smart. So I tried to go pay my son's preschool in hugs. I said, I'm really a great hugger, but for some reason they wanted money. I mean, just for some strange reason, that's what they wanted.
That's
So
it.
that's it. Anybody else who does work in this life, they expect to be compensated for it. So as an expert, whether you are doing something for brick and mortar or whatever you're doing, you should absolutely expect to be compensated for what you do and compensated well because you're going to do a great job at it. And so
Exactly.
that's what Roosevelt's going to do. He's going to create something amazing. And so I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Definitely looking forward to it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Roosevelt, I appreciate you giving us your time tonight and being a part of what we're doing here, and being the biggest part of what we do here with Late Night Live. Roosevelt, have an amazing night.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. You guys have a great evening as well.
Absolutely. Well, my name is Ojinga Carr, and I dream, I achieve. Have a great, great night, and we'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.